sometimes they use the same tools, the same partners, but to surprisingly different ends. I came to the conference hoping to learn about three broad themes. One is how to better integrate insights and data into the decision-making process. Two, how should we evolve our thinking about the consumer journey in the world where touch points are so fragmented and we want to show up to the consumer in an integrated way? And then, of course, the rise of generative AI and what does that mean for our capabilities and ways of influencing consumers. What I found particularly valuable is connecting with marketers who do not work in my industry, who do not work in CPG. So it might be fintech, or it might be healthcare, or it might be insurance, to just see how they are tackling similar problems, but from a very different angle and using different capabilities. In CPG, we often think in terms of acquisition. Customer acquisition is always a good thing, but talking to people in the banking industry, for example, they are very deliberate about the acquisition tactics that enable them to cherry pick and acquire higher value customers. So it's just, again, very instructive to see that shift in perspective, that you can exercise a little bit more of a discerning approach in terms of who you acquire and why. I think it helped me crystallize what capabilities people are most curious about and what capabilities people are investing into, so that as I go back, we can relook at our value chain and understand here are some additional ways in which our peers utilize certain tools. We've got to learn about what data drives value and focus on driving those outcomes, not focusing on acquiring even more data. And so this is, again, where the perspective from outside of the CPG industry has been particularly valuable for me, because sometimes they use the same tools, the same partners, but to surprisingly different ends and to fulfill different goals and questions. So this is a new perspective that I'm lucky to take back with me.